Okay, well, market will give reasonable returns from here. It's already at a record high, so perhaps there is more to go on the upside. Sanjeev Bhasin is joining in to give us more on what he's made of all the action so far and the way forward. Sanjeev, hi, good morning. I know you're going to remind me about that Bhangra. I remember that we have to do it. And I mean, bulls have been doing the Bhangra for a goodish bit, right? You think it's going to continue?
Yeah, good morning, Sonia. So you were the one who was naughty enough to say, when will we see you dance? And you were sniggling inside that, well, you know, how I made a fool of myself by the first time.
I never said that. Sanjeev, I never said that.
You will have to join me. So I am coming to Bombay. And then when we cross 19,000, which maybe today or tomorrow, we will do the Bhangra. But you have to join me.
Done. Of course. Anything. Anything for you, Sanjeev. But, you know, I mean, it's interesting, right? This is a time when the markets are at record highs, but there's still a little bit of this FOMO feeling. Retail participation is perhaps not reached that exuberance level. Would you agree? And what is the way forward now?
So, Sonia, 3 points. Look, I have been, last 16 weeks, every Saturday, Sunday, I travel. I mean, Saturday and Friday, Saturday, across the length and breadth. That's my job. But can you believe that how the retail investor has actually put his money where his mouth is? And take it with a pinch of salt. Who are the dumb guys in this? The ones who sold aggressively at 15.5 and were touting all about 14,000. So greed and fear has played out perfectly. India has been an outlier. Our demographic premium is played to the hilt. We are an expensive market, Sonia, make no bones about that, because of the retail flows, and will continue to remain so. So the idea is that, you know, you miss the woods for the trees, that the villains of last 5 years, you know, particularly PSU banks and the whole lot, have been the darlings of this year. So stocks, rotation has been sharp. If you haven't been able to rotate from Infosys to ICICI, and so on. But like you said, India is an outlier, and now with inflation and other things moderating globally, I am very, very sure the dollar is going to get weaker as we pass through the time. And that will mean that the emerging market basket will be one of the most sought after. Now, in that basket, you will have China, which will get its share and so on. But I still think that there is an upside. And we will see this correction if it comes, you know, closer to the budget or middle of January. That is when we would be taking some money off the table. We are seeing rotation and we are booking profits in the banks, which we have been exceptionally bullish and which have done, by God's grace, one of the best times in the last 5 years.
Sanjeev, hi, good morning. By the way, Reema is also with us here. And I think Reema did do some Bhangra, from what I remember. Reema? I remember this.
I would love to see that. We may have a repeat performance.
Sanjeev, last time we spoke, you were saying that after sort of greed and fear, right? After such a sharp run-up, maybe time to book profits where you made a lot of gains, etc. So that is still the mindset, broadly?
Yes. Good morning, Prashant. Firstly, Reema and you did a very pathetic recast of the Bhangra. I'll come and tell you more about it. I know it's not your pattern.
Sanjeev, I didn't even try, yaar.
That's why it's pathetic.
I just sat
you
still while...
You just egged the other people to do it.
No, just joking, Prashant. You are a gentleman to the core. From, the 15 years I have known you, I have never seen a better anchor or a gentleman like you. Firstly, that's credit to you. Secondly, you put all your money in the backwaters of Kerala in real estate, so you have no qualms about the market. And thirdly, BL Kashyap from 24 is up to 40 rupees.
Yes.
Said,
I was wondering when you would bring that up.
Darling. So we'll, next time when we are here, maybe it's past 60 rupees. Now, Prashant, You are right. I am taking money off the table. I am going for a holiday and I am not making any bones about chasing PSUs now. This is the time to take your money off and put it into select stocks where we think there is a lot of still upside. But like you said, the rotation is there. Don't get sucked in by the greed. But, this is all conventional wisdom. Nobody can buy at 16,000 and nobody can sell at 18.5 or maybe 19,000. So be prudent, invest in something which we always say, some of your SIPs, some of your fund managers, because this is where you need a little bit of guidance and experience.
Hi, let's get to some stocks then, right? Talking about investing, how does Dr. Lal PathLabs look? Yesterday, the stock was under pressure because of news about how the free testing by the Delhi government in many of these government-owned centers, etc. What impact, according to you, on Dr. Lal's? Today, UBS says that the company derives about 20 to 25% of its revenue from Delhi. But it's a very different customer set, and therefore they don't see the financials of Dr. Lal being impacted by this development. Your thoughts, and was yesterday's dip a buying opportunity?
Yeah, so Rima, look, the best of Dr. Lal and the testing labs and all this was during COVID, and they made money hands over fist. I still think Dr. Lal's is run by a very, very pedigreed management. The person himself and their team are very, very prudent. Like you said, this is going to be a constant foray of politics and corporate governance and issues which are always there. Not corporate governance, but corporates being exposed to that. I still think it's a pedigree stock. Now, there is enough menu on the cards which can make more money than that. So why would people go into a defensive like pharma unless they want to, be more, like I said, defensive? I would give it a pass through. I would not chase the stock because there are enough ideas where you are making money. PNB has doubled or 50% in the last 1 month. Union Bank has doubled. So people are going to be more prudent on the high beta sector of the market, which makes money in the faster term. In the longer term, maybe this is a buying opportunity, given that the management has been pedigree and you don't have such type of a brand which is there pan-India. Well, the first is one of the largest players, Tata Power. Now, look, I did a conference call a week back, and you'll be amazed. Tata Power is not only one of the largest players as far as the EV stations goes. It has just acquired the Discom about a year back of Odisha. Thirdly, are we aware that in defense we talk of L&T and Bharat Forge? Tata Power has more order flows. There are 30 airfields which are shifting to Andaman, and now with defense being a prerogative, that is all naval and air force. All that is being set up by Tata Power, which is almost a $500 million order flow. And as our defense needs become more and make in India, can you believe the lion's share of the business is Tata Power? Thirdly, it's an expensive stock and it has been there in my portfolio from 50 rupees. But I think, Sonia, by 31st January, you will see a new high in Tata Power. And if you have a 2-year window, this stock is going to 400. In solar panels and PVs, we think Tata Power and SW Solar are the only plays in India with prices now cheaper than China. India is going to be the lowest cost producer, and there is so much of visibility as far as environment, climate, green hydrogen that you cannot but ignore the stock. So Tata Power is also in a very, very close base where it has very, very strong support. I think a 25% upside is easily there before the budget on this stock. Second would be Motherson Sumi. Look, the euro has stabilized with a bang against the dollar. Dollar has topped out. And we see that Motherson, which is one of the largest global OEMs, is expanding base in Algeria and others. They've got a very big in-house contract from Boeing. And as we see the advent of more planes, they have diversified their ascent into even aerospace and airlines. They've got a very big order from Boeing. Motherson has been an underperformer, but I'm very bullish on OEMs like Bosch and Motherson. And I think Europe will be the next kicker in the next 2 years, as after these 3-4 months, they get back. And autos is something which everyone is raging for. Third would be a stock like Canfin Homes, where the management is indicated by the end of this month, the new external CEO will be in place. The order book is going to double in the second half. NIMs are at the lowest in the industry, third largest ticket builder in the ticket size from 15 to 30. You cannot but make money in these 3 stocks. Canfin is targeted to be 750. I have upgraded this stock to 850 rupees. And I think that you'll make hands over fist over a period of time. Plus, these 3 names give you a relative, safety at 19,000, where you're not chasing only value, you're chasing growth along with value with a pedigree management.
Okay, Sanjeev, it's a pleasure. By the way, you said take money off PSU banks. Or was it PSUs or PSU banks because of after the rally we've seen?
PSU banks, read my lips, take your money home, don't chase them now. Okay. There has been enough of plethora. And yes Bank has almost doubled. We own some of those stocks which are there in the longer term. Right. But on our trading book, we have the reduced position substantially. We are taking home money. Okay. We are investing in these 3 stocks, as we told you, Prashant. And next Next, we will chat when we do the Bhangra with you and we'll give you more ideas. Wish you all a very, very happy and a prosperous new year.